How's it going, guys? So let's have a quick conversation of what Dana White said at the post-fight press conference at UFC 217. Which he stated that this year, 2017, is one of the biggest year of the history of the UFC. Okay, 2017 we have no Conor McGregor, no Ronda Rousey, and Jon Jones competed once versus Daniel Cormier, and we have the return of George St. Pierre. You know what? You know what, guys? Let's call it is what it is. George St. Pierre, he's not Conor McGregor, and he's not Ronda Rousey. When it comes to drawing power, he's been gone for over 4 years, and I just don't see him pulling kind of numbers that Conor would, or even Ronda would, if she choose to return. I realize that Ronda Rousey, she is on a 2-fight losing skid, but however, her fan base is ridiculous. She's got one of the most hardcore fan base, and at the moment of this recording, okay, you guys, today is November 6th. At the moment of this recording, her fan base, her star power, her stardom, it transcends from the UFC as a mixed martial artist to a movie star, right? And now she is, well, I want to say competing, but she's not really competing at she's there. She's working. She's a part of a talent with the WWE, and that is 3 areas of when it comes to sport, entertainment, and sport and celebrity as a whole. Ronda Rousey, like I said, it is what it is. Ronda Rousey is head and shoulder above George St. Pierre, right? But however, when it comes to Conor McGregor, that's a different story. Conor McGregor, he hasn't really dabbled into the movie area. I realized that he got his documentary, which has just been released, but Conor McGregor, he was never in The Expendable. He was never in the Entourage, and okay, I realized that Entourage it kind of bombed. Entourage bomb, but the point of where I'm trying to go with this is that when it comes to big picture, big films, Conor McGregor was not part of it. But on the other side, you could argue that George St. Pierre was in the Captain America movie. Okay? But however, when it comes to star power, Ronda Rousey, she is above George St. Pierre, which is unfortunate because George, he's one of the best, and as of this moment, after beating Michael Bisping, he's considering he's arguably one of the greatest fighters of all time. Okay, so let's get back to our original conversation. How good was it? How good of a year when it comes to profitability, like financial, for the UFC and for WME as a whole? Me, this is what I think. This is what I believe, and my belief and my perception. There is a bit of, okay, you guys. This is based on fact. Okay, number one. The return of Jon Jones versus Daniel Cormier is sold about 800,000 pay-per-view buy. Okay, let's say 800,000 times $60 a piece. That is $48 million. That's just in pay-per-view buy alone, not including the advertising, not including the gate. And I believe that the payout for that fight, when it comes to like fighter and like the cost as a whole, not including advertising. You know what? I don't know, but they made a lot of money just to the pay-per-view sale alone. And recently, UFC 217 just ended, and Dana White, of course, Dana White. You know what? I don't know. I don't know Dana White as a person. You know what? I am just hoping that he's being truthful, and he's being honest. I realized that throughout the years, Dana White tend to oversaturate, tend to like balloon out the numbers. He said that UFC 217, the pay-per-view sale alone, it drastically exceeded the expectation of the $1 million buy. Okay, so they are expecting over $60 million in pay-per-view buy alone. Okay, and however, those two big events, I realized that this is November. There's two pay-per-view to come, and October, and since January till now, we have about 11 or 12 pay-per-view, and you could argue that like 6 of those pay-per-view tanked, and some did okay, and 2 exceeded expectation. Okay, but this is the reason why I believe, my third and final reason why I believe that the year 2017 is one of the most profitable year for WME and UFC, is that they have purchased every percentage that was sold to their celebrity, to the celebrity partnership. They bought that back, and this is the reason why that they got that percentage back. Okay, the Canadian pension plan invested $1 billion, $1 billion with a B, into the business of the UFC, and into WME, but mostly that money, according to this article that I've read, is that the $1 billion portion is heading towards to the UFC as a whole. We realize that when it comes to the WWE, they have a lot of assets, but however, these assets, they're not adding up. Like, I'm like 99.9% sure that these asset they're not adding up to the $4 billion price mark, or 4.2, let's say $4 billion that Ari and his partner purchased the UFC for. Okay, and now less than one year, they make back 25%, which is $1 billion, just to invest there alone. Okay, guys, these guys, Ari and his team, his partners, they are not stupid. They know what they're doing. They are billionaire for a reason. This is not their first rodeo, and this will not be their last. When they bought the UFC, when they bought SUFA as a whole, they have a plan. That's right. When they made that purchase, they did not just buy UFC. They bought SUFA, and that's everything that comes with it. That's the digital content, the magazine, the website, the UFC, the products, the merchandise, everything that SUFA own, everything comes with it. Okay? That might sound good, but the other thing that comes with it is Reeboks and USADA. I want them to get rid of Reeboks, and I want them to get rid of USADA. I want these guys to go back to taking whatever they want and be crazy fighters, right? I want them to bring back the old days, like the Pride Day. That's what I want. Okay? And let's rewind back to what Dana says, is that 2017 is one of the best year in the history. Well, you know what, I'm not going to say history, but he did say one of the best year ever for the UFC. And I am 100% agreed with the injection of the investment of the Canadian pension plan of $1 billion. If they did not receive that, I would be like, you know what, Dana, you're full of it. But in this case, I don't believe that is the case this time. I don't believe that's the case for this press conference when he announced it. And you know what? Let's make a quick segue. Conor McGregor and Ronda Rousey. I do not believe that Ronda Rousey will ever come back and compete inside the octagon. And Conor McGregor, I am 100% believe that he is playing with fire right now. I believe that he has been giving a lot from Dana and the Fertitas brother, and it will be, I believe that it's time for Ari and his team to step in and say, Conor, you know what, you signed a contract, you must agree, you must follow your contract, you must apply to the contract that you have signed. You cannot change your mind and change the contract every fight or before every fight. It is what it is. At the end of the day, Conor McGregor, he is an employee of the UFC, of SUFA, and of WME. I believe I'm 100%. This is my belief. I am 100% believe that Conor McGregor overvalue his worth. If the UFC would let him go right now, do you know what would happen with the UFC in Sufa? Nothing. Nothing would happen. Business will go on. Business will go on as usual. And Conor McGregor, he likes to. It's in his nature. He would like to cause up a storm. He would like to speak up. He would say a lot of dirty shit, essentially, just trying to get noticed. But at the end of the day, he is just a fighter. I'm very, very hoping that Dana and the UFC brass does not give in to his demand. Because if they do, oh my goodness, what the fuck are you guys doing? Okay, guys. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate your time. And you guys, if you have not, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and tell me what you think in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you guys. And yeah, thank you very much. Peace, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.